Hi everyone, Dana here from Live Longer Online Health Club, where I help women over the age of 50 understand a little bit more how we should eat, how we should move, and even how we can maybe change the way we think to be able to help us slow down the aging process. So today I am going to talk about one common block that I see with many of my clients that really does stop them from reaching their true health and fitness goals. And that one block is that they think or they come into our groups with the idea that I'll just do this one program, or I'll just do this one diet, or I'll just do this one exercise program, and happy days, I will reach my goal, and that's it, we're done. Have you ever thought like that? Well, the reality is that when you are trying to achieve true transformational health and fitness, it actually evolves as we do. So we are constantly evolving, we're constantly aging, and things are changing. I've worked with women for over 30 years now, and I've been blessed to probably work with hundreds, if not thousands, of women. And what I've noticed over that time is there's been patterns that emerge that really give me an indication as to whether my clients will truly be successful in long-term health, fitness, and weight loss, or whether they maybe not be as successful. So I'm going to go through those different patterns that I see with you today, and my intention is to help you to recognize yourself in any of these different patterns, and maybe having an awareness of that does sound like me can help you next time to push through that and be able to get to the next step, which at the end of the day for all of us is being able to master our health, our fitness, and our weight loss. So the very first area that we start with when we choose to make a change in our health and fitness is contemplate. So before contemplating, we're at pre-contemplate. So let me just pop that up on here for you. So we are pre. So when we're at pre-contemplate, we're really in that area that we're not aware. We're totally unaware that we have any sort of problem at all. We're unaware that our body is maybe breaking down. We're unaware that we're putting on extra weight, and we're just unaware that our health and our fitness is unraveling. And from there, we come to the next part, which is contemplate. And contemplate is where you start to be aware that there is a problem. So your jeans might be starting to feel a bit tighter. Your clothes are a little bit more challenging to do up. You might find that you've got no energy, you're not sleeping as well, your body shape has changed, you're finding it more difficult to be able to climb the stairs, play with your grandchildren, all those things that are involved with your health and fitness. So you become aware that there is a problem. And so from there, you start looking around because you've become aware of maybe what you can do about that. So that is contemplating, yeah? So it's a step in the right direction. From there, we come into determination. And so determination is where we start to prepare. So we're determined to do something about it. We might have a realization that we've got a special event coming up and we really want to fit into a special dress, or we might find that, not being able to play with those grandchildren really isn't good enough, and you decided that your why is, I want to be able to get on the floor and play with them. For whatever reason, you start to become determined that I want to make a change in my health and my fitness. And at this determination stage, this preparation stage, this is where you start to get ready. So you might get in contact with me, you might reach out by email, or you might reach out through Facebook, and you might say, I'm interested in losing weight, being a part of your program, being a part of your online health club. So that's starting to show that you're in that area that is determination toward change for long-term future health and fitness. So it's not a bad place to be. You're still heading in the right direction. So once we go from determination, we hit into action. And action is you actually taking the step. So you either pay the money, you sign up to a course, you get the program, you get the food in, the shopping, you make the shopping list. So you are taking action. You've decided, yep, I'm going to make change, and now there you go. It's starting to happen. And that's where we are with action. Action is also, from what I see with my clients, it's an exciting time. It's a time of being motivated, and it's a time of belief that I can do this. And it's like getting into a new project. It's always a great start, and we're running, yeah. So from action, we come into, sometimes, I would say 80 to 90% of the time, a relapse. So you're on your journey to creating transformation in your health and your fitness. And what a relapse is something happens that was unexpected. So I would call that an unexpected event happens. So you've come into it with the best intention, and an unexpected event could be something like you suddenly become ill. You've had an injury. An unexpected event like we've just recently gone through in the past 2 years, stopping us from being able to maybe do what we'd always done, whether that be your local tennis group or going to your gym class or something like that, yeah? So an unexpected event happens, and this has got two ways you can go. You can go left or right here. So one way is you will get feelings of overwhelm, frustration, no energy, tired, and even the excuse making starting to come into our thought patterns. And what that will do is it will put you into relapse. Now, relapse, girls, can come back a little bit to starting again at the plan, or you can get so overwhelmed that you can actually relapse all the way back to pre-contemplation, which is where you don't even think about it. You've given up completely, yeah? And then it's a matter of starting again, being able to find the awareness of, I really need to do something, to come into being determined and preparing and finding out about the plan and taking action. So you're really back to the beginning, yeah? For others, they get to relapse, and what I often teach my clients is it is an opportunity for growth. You don't feel like it in the moment. You're feeling, as I said, frustrated, overwhelmed, lack of energy. You might be sick, you might be injured, things might be painful for you, and you're like, ugh. So it is an opportunity to grow. It is an opportunity to go, you know what? I understand that in this moment, things aren't going to plan, but change is all that there is in life. So it's not going to be like this forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot. And I'm going to talk about a pivot in a moment, what that would mean. But after relapse, girls, we come into mastery. And what mastery is basically where you are able to really, truly achieve sustainable long-term health and fitness. You would have achieved your goal. You would have been able to stay there for 6 to 12 months. You recognize that this is who you are now at a cellular level. There's no going back to who you once were. And these are the different steps that I see in my clients that I have been working with for 30 years. I see they start, they're excited, they're motivated, relapse happens, and this is where we split. And so the question I want to ask you is, if you have a deep desire to get healthy and fit going into your aging years, to be able to play with the grandkids, to be disease-free, to be injury-free, not live on medication, not go to a doctor every second day, do you think that it is wise to relapse and ... come all the way back to the start? I'm hearing you all. You're all saying, no, Dana. Good job. So let me talk about the pivot and how that can really help you push through to be able to achieve mastery in your health, your fitness, and your wellness. So when we start our program, so we've taken the determination, the planning, the paying, and we've taken the first step, and we're acting, we're getting results, and we go into relapse. An unexpected event happens for us. So if I show you here that we start and we are making progress, yeah, feels good, and the unexpected event happens right here. So what we do is we start to unravel everything that we've achieved so far, because we might be in hospital, we might be laying on our back, recovering, whatever it is, yeah? So we start to undo all our good work. And it is about here, a few days in, or even a couple of weeks for some clients, that you've got a choice. And your choice is, I give up and I come further back. So I'm actually back down here at pre-contemplation, or I can get to here and go, I'm just going to maintain the amount of health and fitness that I've got. So I'm not going to stop, but I'm going to get a plan in place that's going to support me being able to keep in the game. And you will come across here. So when your body gets back to that point of being able to take the next step, you're here. You haven't come back to the start. You haven't unraveled all your good work. In fact, you've only unraveled a bit. And then we have what we call the bounce back effect. And what the bounce back effect is your muscles have a memory. And once you start getting back into doing your movement in the correct way and eating in the correct way, the body recognizes that and goes, aha, I know what to do here. And you will bounce back to where you were a lot quicker than it had taken you in the beginning to get there. And from there, girls, you can then progress. And if you have another relapse, you will relapse a little bit, you will pivot, and you will bounce once you're better. The alternative is you give up and you come down here and you progress in the way you age, and you actually feel aren't doing yourself any favors whatsoever. So my intention for today is for you to go, do I recognize myself in any of these pieces? Am I totally unaware I've got a problem to start with, that I'm totally ignoring that I'm aging? If you're over 35, girls, we are actually aging. So just to give you the drum there. Are you at contemplation Are you at, I'm curious, I know I've got a problem, but you haven't done anything about it? Are you in determination? You've taken that step and you are preparing. You're paying, you're getting the documents together, getting the food in, getting the exercise equipment. Or are you in action mode? And if you're in action mode, are you prepared for when you do relapse? And preparation is, I have a choice. Do I take the left? Do I take the right? So one way takes you back to starting at the top, and the other way has you maintaining and doing the bounce effect. All right, thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. If you do want to learn more about what I do, go to my website, which is www.danaeden.com.au. Thank you.